Standard VPC is great to use for demonstration purposes when trying to demo or troubleshoot Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012. But a lot of times it's pretty slow. And if you're running it locally on a laptop, you might run into some issues with it taking forever to respond, not opening up, or something like that. So what I like to do is when I open my VPC up, there's a lot of unnecessary services and other software that's running in the background that I like to turn off and free up processor and RAM for AX and for SQL to use. So since the VPC is it's a full standalone one box environment, it's got Skype for Business, and it's got AX for retail, and it's got all different types of things running on it. There's a lot of things that are going on in the background. So to stop those, the first place I usually go is to the services. And I've got here my taskbar, little gear icon. You can also open up the start menu and just type in services and open it from there. What you'll see when that pops up, I like to scroll down to the Microsoft Dynamics area, and you'll see that there's a lot of Dynamics AX Commerce Data Exchange, Retail Commerce Data Exchange clients, all different types of stuff for retail that are typically running. So what I do is I stop these and disable them so they don't start next time that they run the machine, because I don't typically need to have full retail functionality running in the background. Additionally, Management Reporter can sometimes take a lot of resources. So if I'm not using Management Reporter for whatever I'm working on, I'll stop both of these services as well. The application service is one thing, but the process service is really where a lot of the resources can be consumed. So I'll make sure this is turned off if I'm not using it. Additionally, instead of just stopping services, there's also a bunch of websites being hosted, and those websites can take a lot of resources as well. So to stop those, if I don't need them, I open up the command prompt by going to the start menu, just typing in CMD. And then once I get in here, I just stop IIS altogether, and I type in net stop WAS. What's going to happen is it's going to take a second. It's going to stop all the services for me. And then finally, the last thing that I will do if I don't need it running is stop SharePoint. Again, it's back in the services area. Way down the bottom, there's a bunch of SharePoint services that run too. All of these can be stopped if you're not using this. Now, stopping SharePoint and the websites will impact your functionality if you're using Enterprise Portal, or if you're using any other type of the internal SharePoint stuff or the retail websites. Those aren't going to work without these things running. But again, if you're just using it for some basic troubleshooting of the core functionality, a lot of times you don't need that up. So I like to turn those off, and it makes things run a lot faster.